Bisek and Bastoni, Enrique and DeMarco are the wing-backs. Zelensky, Barella and Mkhitaryan, Thuram and Martinez are the two up front. They're in all navy blue against Liverpool, who are all in red as the game restarts, with Alisson in goal. A back four of Gomez, Van Dijk, Kanate and Robertson, Jones, Gravenberch, McAllister and Szoboszlai, Isak and Ekitike. So Inter, as they hit a long ball out from the back by Bastoni, caught by Alisson, are playing from right to left. As we look here in San Siro, they are attacking Curva Nord, where the ultras are housed in that middle tier of this great football stadium. Seating capacity of 75,817. Its striking architecture with the spiralling ramps in the concrete corners, the red steel girders, and let's not forget, will actually host the opening ceremony for the Winter Olympics here on the 6th of February. That's 59 days' time. And then very, very soon it will make way and the new stadium will be adjacent to this famous old ground that has Inter and AC have shared it since 1947. They are hoping for the new stadium to be built for the 2030-31 season. Make the most and sample the delights of San Siro and its atmosphere when you can, as Sommer on the stretch gives the ball away. Isak wide. The back pass to Sommer, he couldn't feel his feet out, and he actually did well to get it away from goal, but gave it straight to Isak.
Yeah, he just couldn't hit the pass, Sommer, and Isak was quick to get across the ground, and then he does well to get the ball back and win the ball, Isak, but then makes the wrong decision to actually pick a pass. He goes for the shot, he should pick out a teammate. It's a really tame effort from Alexander Isak. Didn't have the greatest of first halves, it's not been a positive start to the second for him.
Sheffield United were leading at Bramall Lane by a goal to nil. However, Norwich, who are next to bottom, have equalised in South Yorkshire. Sheffield United 1, Norwich 1. PSV 1, Atletico Madrid 2. Barnsley have just equalised at Sincil Bank in League 1, 1-1. Barrow 0, Tranmere Rovers 2. Doncaster 0, Stockport County 1. Wickham 0, Plymouth 1. Southampton 3, West Bromwich Albion 1. As Martinez comes forward on the left-hand side. Can't get him past either Gomez or Gravenberch, who've doubled up on him. Plays it back towards Barella, sends over the cross, and then Enrique. Hardly mentioned the name of Luis Enrique, the right wing back, but he got forward on that occasion, couldn't keep it in with his head, out for a goal kick to Liverpool.
Yeah, everything good's been down this left-hand side, really, from DeMarco, and since Zielinski's come onto the pitch, he's had a real positive effect on the way that Inter Milan are playing.
So we're only 3 minutes into the second half, after the 7 additional minutes in the first half. Meant that we were a little later than starting in this Champions League encounter, live here on 5 Live, BBC Sounds app, and also live on Radio Merseyside tonight as Inter give the ball away. You might have heard the groans. Straight to Gravenberch, who's left of centre in the centre circle, but then his forward ball goes astray, and both sides are guilty of error-strewn passes at this stage, as now Jones has it just inside the Liverpool half towards McAllister, plays it out towards Robertson. Only one time this season have Inter failed to score in 20 games, and that was indeed in the Milan derby, where Çalhanoğlu missed a penalty in a 1-0 defeat. They do have this proud record to protect in the Champions League, undefeated in over 3 years here at San Siro. Gomez off his chest towards Szoboszlai, tries to nick it back towards the Hungarian. Bastoni gets the foot into the challenge, and now it is with Lautaro Martinez, who plays it forward, and Mkhitaryan is on the run. DeMarco is in support, he looks for an early ball towards Thuram, but he's overhit it. It won't even go out of play on that far side as it's retrieved by Robertson. It remains 0-0. Atalanta-Chelsea, Alistair Bruce ball.
Early stages of the second half, Atalanta have had the ball in the net. Ademola Lookman sticking it away, but he was clearly offside, spotted by the assistant referee. Just before that, Reece James came very close, putting Chelsea 2 in front, whipping a shot wide just from the edge of the box. Atalanta 0, Chelsea 1.
Gomez has just swung over across from the right corner of the area that has gone straight out of play for a goal kick. Lincoln City are back in front at home to Barnsley 2-1. Doncaster Rovers 0, Stockport County 2 is another latest score in League One.
I think Arne Slot on the sideline is saying to Alexander Isak there, why didn't you shoot? I mean, he ran through and the inter-back line just parted. And I'm thinking, there's your opportunity to get your strike away. Then he tries to lay it off to Curtis Jones, overhit it. Curtis Jones then had to push it wide out to Joe Gomez, who subsequently put a poor cross into the penalty area. But that was an opportunity there for Isak just to either take the shot on or carry on driving into that penalty area.
Well, it's the 9th successive season that Liverpool have faced Italian opposition. As the ball goes back to Sommer, they have scored 14 in their last 6 visits to Italy, having only previously scored 6 in the 13 prior to that. But at the minute, it is goalless. A goal in Bergamo. Alistair Bruce ball.
Yes, Atalanta have the ball in the net again, and this one is going to count. Former West Ham striker Gianluca Scamacca has scored it. Charles de Ketelaere got away down the right-hand side, floated the cross over Robert Sanchez's head to the far post, and Scamacca nodded in from close range. Atalanta 1, Chelsea 1.
Barcelona 1, Eintracht Frankfurt 1, PSV 1, Atletico Madrid 3, and Marseille now lead against Union Saint-Gilloise by 3 goals to 1, as do Lincoln at Central Bank against Barnsley in League One. 0-0 here. Goal at Preston. Adam Cottier.
And the 10 men of Preston have had their resistance broken. Preston 0, Coventry 1. Jack Rodoni, a really scruffy goal. Right foot shot with a hefty deflection that took it into the goal. Preston 0, Coventry 1.
Inter are attacking left-hand side. Bastoni passes the ball towards Zelensky. There were a few groans there. I think the Inter supporters wanted that cross coming in first time from the left-hand side. Remember, second place Middlesbrough are still leading 2-0 at the Valley. So Coventry's lead should remain 7 points as it currently stands at the top of the championship. Bastoni again, kept past Gomez. Back to Zelensky, flags up on the side. Stephen.
Well, they've just frustrated their own crowd there when they're trying to get them back up behind them and pick themselves up again into Milan and get that tempo going. Just gone from side to side and then just lazy down the left-hand side, looking right along the line. It's Bastoni, the left-sided centre-back, playing almost as a left winger there. Gets caught offside and turn over the possession too easily.
I'm glad you took over. I had a frog in my throat.
I know you did. That's why I tried to help you out there, but I was going to throw back to you very quickly, but I thought, you know what, not the kindest thing to do.
No, it wouldn't have been. You wouldn't have got any response anyway. Here is Isak. He's lost out to Bastoni. Zelensky now runs away with it, away from Ekatike and McAllister. Enrique, far side.
That's the situation I'm talking about with Isak. Got to hold the ball up there. Allow your team to get up, get good control of the ball, possession. He just doesn't have that physicality at the moment to be able to do it.
Well, Isak's pressing and putting pressure on Bastoni. Liverpool then get the ball back, and then that's overhit by McAllister. And he knew it as soon as he hit it, and then he actually turns and apologises to Isak. He's powered the ball out of play, and it will be a goal kick to Inter, 0-0.
Do you know what though? I'd rather he did that than went back to Van Dijk, because at least he's looking forward. I think Liverpool in recent weeks have just played simple football for the sake of keeping the ball, and then it allows the teams to get up the pitch and press them and make life difficult for them. The players now on Inter Milan will be looking, thinking, oh, if he gets that pass right though, then we're in trouble. So they know they've got to get tighter to McAllister, so it just changes the narrative about how you defend against the players.
They're bouncing in unison in the middle tier and the Curva Nord away towards our left-hand side, whilst those flags, must be about 20 of them, are still, and the giant flags as well, continue to fly. That backdrop of noise here in this atmospheric stadium with 9 minutes played in the second half.
They just don't want to give it to Canate. I'm watching the Liverpool players, and Gravenberch's looking, he sees Canate and he thinks, oh, I don't really want to give it him, because they know he's the weak link on the ball. And Inter Milan are setting themselves up where they're trying to outnumber almost 10 outfield players versus 9 and saying, give it to Canate. let him have it, because he will give us the ball. There's no pressure on him whatsoever.
Barcelona are now leading Eintracht Frankfurt by 2-1, so they have come from behind. That would take them on to 10 points. With a point here, Liverpool would go on to 10 points. Last season, 16 points got you into the top 8, and then 11 to 16 points got you into the playoffs. Positions 9 all the way down to 24 with those 2 additional games in February. That's what Liverpool would ideally want to avoid. Here is Szoboszlai, still to come. They've got Marseille away and Karabag at home for their final 2 games in the league phase. Whilst for Inter, Arsenal visit here on the 20th of June. Then they go away to Borussia Dortmund for their final match in the league phase. But Inter, they had actually done very, very well until losing their last match against Atletico Madrid. So you'd think that they would be one of the sides that would automatically qualify as they sit with 12 points from their opening 5 games. Thuram collects the ball just inside the Liverpool half, inside to Barella. Barella's early ball, Martinez couldn't get it in stride. Christian Kibu applauds with the hands above his head for the idea at least.
Yeah, but Liverpool's organisation is better, so it has to be a forced ball from Inter Milan. So in recent weeks, that had been a simple 5-yard pass into an Inter Milan player, but such is Gravenberch's position now, that becomes a more difficult pass, and it has to be fired in. That's why it was intercepted.
Here is McAllister on the turn. Szoboszlai passes the ball along the ground, out to the right, 10 yards in from the touchline. Gomez gets it back from McAllister. Ekitike lays it off to the Argentine, and Ekitike now facing goal. Liverpool all in red, playing from left to right, 11 minutes into the second half here on 5 Live. Reading have levelled. Reading 1, Peterborough 1 is the latest score in League 1. McAllister midway through the Inter half. Gomez just in from the touchline. Gravenberch thought about making the forward run, didn't. Liverpool, as a result, have to go back towards Konate.
And that's good management from him to understand he can't make that run, because if it does break down and he makes that run, suddenly he leaves a massive gaping hole in the middle of midfield. That's what I've been so impressed with tonight, with Liverpool's understanding of how to manage this game and when to make runs and when to hold the positions. It's been so much better.
Ball goes long. Akanji on loan from Manchester City heads it away. Only as far as Szoboszlai, who seemed to be impeded by Mkhitaryan, and he's shown a yellow card, Henrik Mkhitaryan. So he is the second Inter player to be booked, 57 minutes play. Goal at Preston at Deepdale, Adam Cottier.
Preston have equalised with their first attack of the second half. Ball in from the right from Valentine. Jefferson stuck out the leg and managed to force it into the top corner of the goal. 10-man Preston 1, Coventry 1.
Blackburn 1, Oxford 1, Barnet 3, Bristol Rovers 0. The latest scores elsewhere in the Championship and League 2. 12 minutes into the second half on BBC Radio 5 Live. It remains Inter 0, Liverpool 0. Konate, 10 yards shy of the halfway line. Gomez on this near side, the right. Gravenberch, aware that Martinez was closing him down from behind him, passes the ball towards Alisson. Jones now will take over, trying to usher Robertson to go forward on that left-hand side. Jones gets the ball back. Robertson has indeed now pushed on. And Gravenberch now takes it away from Zielinski and now looks for the run of Isak. Isak makes the run, lays it out towards Robertson, sends over the first-time cross, and it fizzes its way through the 6-yard area and will roll out of play for a Liverpool throw on this near side, the right.
Well, he doesn't know much about it, but Bastoni has just got the most crucial of touches. He swings a right boot at it in hope that he might just get some decent contact on it. It skims off his toe, and it just goes beyond Alexis McAllister, who thinks he's got the simplest of tap-ins. What a touch that is from Bastoni. What a ball in it was for Andrew Robertson. It was an absolute perler. That was the best moment of the game for Liverpool.
Just short of an hour played. In comes the ball now to the penalty area. Ekitike climbs, headed away by Thuram, backheeled by Martinez. DeMarco then towards Thuram. Can't take the ball with him, loses it. Liverpool get it back. Gravenberch's early ball on the turn is Jones. Just hesitated a little bit, and then Thuram dispossessed him. Thuram though closed down. What was that? 4 red shirts quickly round Thuram, but they wriggle their way clear. And Barella runs forward. DeMarco is to his left. Barella makes the run inside. Here is Martinez. Martinez with a shot. Blocked by Van Dijk. Picked up by Barella. Enrique stays out wide. Right corner of the area. Into now attacking 0-0. Barella walks on the overlap. In comes the cross from Barella. And Gomez, when he got the shout,
was Virgil van Dijk who got his body in the way to make sure that he got close to Martinez.
Corner's been taken short and in it comes, but it's going to go out for a goal kick. Swansea City are leading Portsmouth by a goal to nil. Portsmouth are in the relegation zone in the Championship. Swansea are only 3 points clear, so that could be an important scoreline at the Liberty Stadium. And Exeter City are leading AFC Wimbledon by a goal to nil in League One. An hour played here in the Champions League on BBC Radio 5 Live. Tomorrow night live in Madrid, Real Madrid against Manchester City. Saturday's 5 Live Sport will have commentary at Anfield. Liverpool, Brighton, Hove Albion from 3. Chelsea, Everton will be on Sports Extra. Burnley, Fulham will be at commentary at 5:30. And we'll bring you 5 more games on Sunday, including the Weir Tyne derby. Sunderland against Newcastle at 2 o'clock. Brentford Leeds will be at 4:30. So plenty of live football to look forward to. DeMarco comes off the legs of Gomez. Barella has tried to roll the ball towards Thuram. There was a better option just to play the ball back to the edge of the area. Groans of despair by the Inter supporters. Move breaks down for Inter. McAllister was caught late by Bisek. That'll be a free kick to Liverpool.
Did you see who intercepted it? Curtis Jones. He was the one who filled in at centre-back, making sure that that pass wasn't on again. The midfielders have been more aware of what's going on defensively in this game, and that's why it's been so difficult for Inter Milan to break them down. This game, I know we say it so often, the next goal is going to be critical. We feel like Inter Milan have just picked the crowd up again in the last few minutes, and Liverpool just might have to just be patient on the ball. I don't think a 0-0 is a bad result here tonight. I think it's a really positive, if I'm being honest.
Well, this is his 80th game in charge of Liverpool. Arne Slot is yet to take charge of Liverpool and be involved in a goalless draw as Mkhitaryan to Martinez. He actually thought that it was somebody running in behind him, so he let it go, but DeMarco wasn't even there, and it has allowed Liverpool to clear, and Szoboszlai now will win a throw off the sliding Bastoni on this near side. In fact, Liverpool's last goalless draw was 112 games ago.
Wow.
December 2023 at home to Manchester United was the last time that Liverpool were involved in a goalless draw. And you wonder why you haven't seen me all day. 62 minutes played. Real Madrid, Fleetwood 1, Salford City 1 is the latest score in League 2. Monaco 1, Galatasaray 0 is the latest score in the Champions League. Shot powered in by Ekitike and saved by Sommer. It was the Women's Champions League where Real Madrid 2, Wolfsburg 0 that popped up on my little bitty printer screen away towards my right. 5 Live Sport on air through until 10:30 tonight. As here is Bastoni, quickly closed down by Szoboszlai. Still Liverpool working very, very hard off the ball as Sommer has to clear all in yellow away towards our right-hand side. Gomez on the volley, lifts the ball into the path of Virgil van Dijk midway through the Liverpool half, and then Robertson turns and back towards Alisson. Alisson said about all the distractions about Mo Salah, we've got the responsibility, we have to take the actions. And those experienced players, your Robertsons, your Van Dijks and your Alisson have certainly done that, particularly Alisson with that save just before half-time from Martinez's header. Curtis Jones, who's had a good game, towards Robertson, 30 yards out from goal. Szoboszlai might open up for Szoboszlai. Shot charged down by Bastoni, cannons away off his legs and out of play for a throw.
Yeah, just a little bit of a heavy touch there from Szoboszlai, because you're thinking if he gets a nice touch, it opens up the opportunity to get the shot, but closed down very, very quickly.
Arne Slot making a point of applauding with his hands above his head. Reading 1, Peterborough United 2, Barrow 0, Tranmere Rovers 3. Barrow are down to 10 men. Now Canavan has been sent off. Liverpool with this throw. Gomez is to take it. Not quite level with the penalty area on this near side, the right, as we're in the 64th minute of this contest. But Gomez is now going to launch the ball in, and it's headed away by Zelensky. And then Thuram on the edge of his own penalty area. Konate is trying to put in a challenge not once but twice. Holds off Thuram. Zelensky, not next. McAllister passes the ball out wide. Inter on the attack now. Barella, Enrique ahead of him. First time cross, headed away by Szoboszlai. Kanji gets there first. To Thuram, comes on the inside, goes for a curling effort. Right footed, drops wide, goal kick 0-0.
I wasn't bothered at all in the slightest then, because when I looked at Liverpool, and there was a lovely little nutmeg there from Zielinski, and he spread the ball wide. Liverpool had a flat back four and a four in midfield. The recovery diagonal, and Inter have found it so difficult to find a route through. That shot from Thuram there never troubled Alisson at all.
Union Saint-Gilloise have got a goal back. It's Union Saint-Gilloise 2, Marseille 3 in the Champions League. Thuram lays it off, Mkhitaryan, Barella, Enrique, getting more and more involved now, coming forward. The Brazilian enters the penalty area, chips over the cross, Konate. Well, he's being applauded by Virgil van Dijk. Not too sure he knew who was around him, and in the end, an unchallenged header concedes the corner.
Yeah, well, the person I look at there is the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper's got to be given clearer information, time, bring the ball down, nod it back to me. That has to be so quick to give that information out.
DeMarco on this near side, the left, to take the corner kick. This will be an outswinger. The referee, Felix Zvaya, is just having a word with 4 players, Gomez, McAllister, Akanji and Bisek around the penalty spot. Gomez is trying to pick up Bisek. DeMarco with the outswinging corner taken now, left-footed, headed away by Isak, fired back in by Barella, off target, goal kick. We'll check in on Tottenham with John Southall.
Play Tottenham 2, Slavia Prague 0, could have been 3, double save from Stanek, the first from Tal, as Tottenham come forward again, just tipped behind from a corner, then on the rebound, Papsar, terrific reflex stop. Tottenham 2, Slavia Prague 0.
And what's the latest in Bergamo? Alistair Bruce ball.
20 minutes to play. Atalanta 1, Chelsea 1. Chelsea led 1-0 at half-time. They've been under the pump in this second half. Gianluca Scamacca equalised with a header, and Robert Sanchez has had to save from another Scamacca header. It's Atalanta 1, Chelsea 1.
There's been a goal at the Valley in the Championship. James Gregg.
It's Charlton 1, Middlesbrough 2 now. Great second half. The goal came from Miles Leyburn. The Addicts are very much back in it. They look revitalised after the break. Nathan Jones has made 3 changes. It's made all the difference. Charlton 1, Middlesbrough 2.
Middlesbrough looking to close the gap on the leaders, Coventry, who is still drawing against the 10 men of Preston North End 1-1. Champions League highlights are on Match of the Day, BBC One tomorrow night, 10:40, and afterwards there will be a brand new documentary about Mo Salah, who of course has been on all the headlines building up to this game. You can actually see it before that, the BBC iPlayer. It's available from 6 in the morning, but a documentary all about Mo Salah features Klopp, Diaz and James Milner to name just a few, as Liverpool are going to be making a double change, Stephen Warnock.
Yeah, Joe Gomez is going to come off, and Conor Bradley is suspended at the weekend against Brighton, so they're making sure that Joe Gomez is fit and ready for that game. And then Alexander Isak, who struggled all night, to be honest with you, doesn't look fit at all. It's Florian Wirtz who replaces him, so it just gives them a little bit of a difference in attack. I'm just going to see how they set themselves up here. I think it will be Wirtz who'll play up alongside Ekitike in that forward position.
So Bradley is on. I mentioned he'll be missing the game against Brighton through suspension. If he picks up a yellow card tonight, he'll miss the game against Marseille as well, due to the totting up process, as he now gets forward and gets high on this near side and brings it down off his chest nicely and plays the ball in. Ekitike, first time shot blocked, comes out towards Gravenberch on the rise, right-footed, goal kick, 0-0, 68 minutes played.
Oh, brilliant Conor Bradley, what a pick out that was, and Ekitike gets the shot. Credit to Akanji, he gets himself in the line of the ball and the goal, gets an important block, and I thought as it came out to Gravenberch, just put your laces through it, hit it first time, decided to take a touch. It was a really poor, heavy first touch, and he just fires it over the bar. Good from Liverpool again.
West Bromwich Albion, who were 3-0 down at St Mary's, are staging a fight back. Southampton 3, West Bromwich Albion 2, Barnet 4, Bristol Rovers 0. McAllister surges forward, challenges come in both sides. They say they got the ball. The referee, and then the referee changes his mind.
He said the first one was a foul, which pushed it on to then commit the foul from Thuram. I think he gets that right, the referee. I didn't think he was going to give it at all. He's got to be careful here, Lautaro Martinez. He's been booked and he's gesturing about bookings, and McAllister here, that's the concern. He goes down holding his shoulder.
Well, they were surrounding the referee in protest. Union Saint-Gilloise 3, Marseille 3 is now latest score in the Champions League. Liverpool, though, have got this free kick. It's 30 yards out from goal, fractionally right of centre, as they play from left to right.
Yeah, you just wonder whether Szoboszlai fancies it. I think it's too far out, if I'm being completely honest. That's all of 40, 45 yards. I think he's going to be looking to stand it up to that back post area with Ekitike, Konate and Van Dijk looking to nod it down, and then it's been alive to the second ball then.
Szoboszlai takes 2, 3, 4 steps back. A line of blue just outside the penalty area for Inter. Szoboszlai chips the ball in towards the penalty area and then volleyed away by Akanji as it drops 6 yards out from his own goal. Picked up by the substitute Florian Wirtz. Infield now towards Curtis Jones. Bradley's running out to this near side, the right. Szoboszlai though will swing the ball back out towards that far side. It tried to be helped on its way by Robertson. Poor clearance by Enrique. Back towards Robertson. Sends over the cross now. DeMarco misses the clearance. Bradley will keep the ball in play on this near side, the right. 20 minutes remaining. Live on 5 Live and Radio Merseyside. Szoboszlai's ball in on the half volley. Knocked up in the air by Bastoni. Bradley jumps and catches Mkhitaryan. And that'll be a free kick to Inter. And there'll be a stoppage, 0-0.
Yeah, they're being physical now, Liverpool. So often in the last few weeks they've been bullied in games, they've been too weak, they haven't been going into challenges. Well, you can't question them tonight. Inter have been physical and they've been just as physical back to them.
That third goal for Union Saint-Gilloise was actually disallowed, so Marseille is still leading in Belgium by 3 goals to 2. Zelensky runs forward on this near side, the left, up towards Martinez. DeMarco to Thuram, lays it off towards Zelensky, passes the ball forward. DeMarco's continued his run, and his cross on the run is high and hanging, and caught then by Alisson, all in green. As the Italian journalist to our right bang the table, the desk in front of them in frustration. Ball is bowled out towards Robertson, short of the halfway line. Stroked inside to Gravenberch, laid off first time towards Jones. Wirtz is able to turn. Liverpool are playing from left to right. We have 18 minutes remaining here on BBC Radio 5 Live. Jones now can come forward and actually passes the ball behind the referee towards Konate on the halfway line. Bradley infield towards Ekitike. Bastoni holding him very, very tightly. Uses his strength though, Ekitike. Liverpool keep the ball.
Yeah, he's superb at doing that, just wriggling out of positions, Ekitike. Alexander Isak on the bench can learn a thing or two with his hold-up play.
Jones had to get that challenge right. He's been injured in the process with Mkhitaryan because he was just told a fraction short. He slid into it to get the ball first. He did, but then he caught the Armenian international and they both stayed down.
Yeah, he's going to get booked here as well, Curtis Jones.
Penalty at Tottenham, John Southall.
And another one for Tottenham. Tottenham lead Slavia Prague by 2 goals to 0. Xavi Simons brought down in the penalty area, and he will take the penalty to wrap it up for Tottenham in front of that huge goal to his right-hand side. Steps up, takes a little jig, and rolls it into the bottom corner. Keeper went the right way, couldn't keep it out, and Tottenham heading for successive home wins. Tottenham 3, Slavia Prague 0.
So that's on Sports Extra. That would take Tottenham to 8th place in the live league table. Remember, the top 8 qualify automatically for the knockout stages. Jones has been shown a yellow card, but he's just stamped his foot in frustration.
Well, he's saying to the referee, look what's just happened to me. He's got stub marks right down his calf. Now, Curtis Jones won the ball, and then Mkhitaryan kicked through him, and he's got stub marks down his calf. The referee's got that completely wrong.
Barella was actually telling the referee then to take further action against Curtis Jones, and McAllister had to get involved. Then there was a little spat between the two players.
Yeah, and there's also Arne Slot down here just saying to Curtis Jones, calm yourself down. Make sure that you settle yourself. Don't get too emotional in this moment, because the one thing you don't want to do is, after being booked, is pick up another booking straight away. Just relax.
In fact, Tottenham go 7th. They've just overtaken Chelsea. And how are they faring? Alistair Bruce ball.
12 minutes to play, still Atalanta 1, Chelsea 1. Alejandro Garnacho is on as one of the Chelsea second half substitutes. He's just hit a shot from the edge of the box, straight at the goalkeeper. Chelsea have had a lot of defending to do in this second half, just offering a little bit more going forward in the last 5 minutes or so. Atalanta 1, Chelsea 1.
Well, we have got 16 minutes remaining of normal time, and a goal for Liverpool here would propel them into the top 8. As Akanji cuts out a ball now towards Mkhitaryan, play back underway. As that was Lautaro Martinez, who says he got the ball against Gravenberch. Then it's hoisted high by Inter, but Robertson was on the cover, and his downward header from his left back roll towards Alisson, who controls the ball with his feet and passes it forward to the right back, Now for Conor Bradley, the substitute. 15 minutes remaining on BBC Radio 5 Live. There's never been a draw between these two. They've met 6 times. Liverpool have won 4 of them. In fact, 5 visits in total to San Siro for Liverpool. They've won 4 and they've lost 1. As now the ultras in the end away towards our left, in between the flying flags, are swaying from side to side as there is an inter-anthem being sung here in Milan as Szoboszlai with a high ball out towards Konate. I'm not too sure he knew where it was going to land, and he's completely missed it. Out for a throw it goes.
Sounds like Owen the Saints. It was. The Italian version.
Yeah, you think I'll give you that?
Thank you.
I didn't realise you were fluent in Italian. I thought at first they might have been wishing you a happy birthday for Friday. Here is Zelensky. So in that case, I will wish you a happy birthday for Friday.
Thank you very much.
Here is Mkhitaryan along the ground.
I would have liked it in Italian.
No parlo italiano, you wouldn't have got him Italian. Here is Akanji to Bastoni. Mkhitaryan makes the run, and Szoboszlai has to go with him, but DeMarco can't find him. And the move will break down and Liverpool get a throw. So the telling question now with 14 minutes remaining, do you see a goal still in this game between these two?
I do, and I think Liverpool are the ones who are capable of getting it. I think they've been very well organised at the back. I don't think Inter Milan have created too many opportunities. The only way I see Inter scoring, we'll come back to it.
Verts, forward ball, Ekitike won't get there. Sommer's starting position was perfect. The goalkeeper all in yellow. He'd sensed the danger, his anticipation, he was there immediately. Full time at Deepdale in the Championship, Adam Cottier.
Coventry have now dropped points in back-to-back games. Preston 1, Coventry 1. Preston played from the 39th minute with 10 men after having Liam Lindsay sent off. Jack Rodoni put Coventry ahead via a deflection. Jefferson equalised superbly for Preston. Preston 1, Coventry 1.
And remember, Middlesbrough are still leading at the Valley by 2 goals to 1, so Coventry's lead at the top could be cut to 5 points. As Cambridge United won, Chesterfield won. Chesterfield have got an injury time equaliser at the Abbey Stadium. We've got 13 minutes of normal time remaining. This is live on 5 Live and Radio Merseyside. The dark-haired defender Bastoni passes the ball forward, but there was a foul off the ball on Konate. Liverpool get a free kick and they take it quickly. Van Dijk, Ekitike tries to backheel the ball towards McAllister. He can't control it, but Gravenberch will mop up, and Liverpool now advance. And it's on the right-hand side. Bradley goes on the overlap. Szoboszlai though will send over the cross. Robertson will get there before Jones. Jones now just backpedals out to the left-hand side. Liverpool all in red, playing from left to right. Midway through the Inter half, Curtis Jones. They had that goal disallowed in the first half. It remains goalless here in Italy. As now with Van Dijk on the halfway line. Robertson has gone forward. Gravenberch takes over. He looks towards Robertson, but Akanji read it. Akanji, who struggled with a fever yesterday, was a real doubt. But he carries the ball forward. But his ball towards Barella. Interception from Van Dijk. Enrique will hook it over his head, downfield towards the halfway line. Mkhitaryan with an awkward fall. Overhit by Robertson. Still goes in pursuit of the ball to put pressure on Enrique. Liverpool still pressing. Here comes Szoboszlai to try and put pressure on Bastoni, and then it goes up towards Lautaro Martinez and tries to roll away from Konate. And the free kick in favour of Inter. Konate hangs onto the ball. He gets a shove for good measure from the Inter captain, who are wanting to take the free kick, to which they do. There's been a goal in Bergamo. Alistair Bruce ball.
Trouble for Chelsea. They led at half-time. They're now behind the young Belgian international Charles de Ketelaere. He was allowed to run a long way with the ball to the edge of the Chelsea box, and he's hit a venomous strike. Sanchez got a hand to it, but he couldn't keep it out of the back of the net. These two teams started level on points tonight, and Chelsea now behind in the game. Atalanta 2, Chelsea 1, about 8 minutes plus added time to play.
As a result, they're going to drop out of the top 8. PSV have got a goal back. PSV 2, Atletico Madrid 3. We've got just over 10 minutes remaining here in San Siro live on 5 Live. Bastoni's long ball downfield. Lautaro Martinez beaten to that bouncing ball by Konate. Gravenberch tries to get there as well, but this is Thuram just in from the left touch line. Konate has stayed out on this near side, and then Bradley, as the ball breaks towards the Northern Ireland international, passes the ball in field towards Verts. Now up towards Ekitike. Ekitike drifting out towards that left-hand side. Pops the ball back towards the German Verts. Verts, square ball inside, short. towards Robertson. Szoboszlai, man over on this near side, the right, is Bradley. Right corner of the area. Bradley goes into the box. Bradley drives into Marco. First attempt blocked. Second cross also blocked by the left wing back. But Bradley still has the ball as he runs back down this near side. Liverpool trying to find a way through. Ekitike takes over. Bradley is forward. Opens up for Bradley! Saved by Sommer at his near post. Bastonial clear. I thought that might have been it. As they give the ball away, Mkhitaryan towards Wirtz. Bring in Stephen Warnock in a moment. McAllister now. This is Bradley. Certainly made a difference since he's come on. Here now is Robertson, under 10 minutes remaining. Robertson back towards Gravenberg. Some agitated Italian journalists around us, I can tell you. Wirtz, McAllister, back towards Wirtz, cuts it back first time into the penalty area, only as far as Akanji. But Szoboszlai. Wow. Brilliant, wasn't it? The desire levels to win the ball back, Stephen.
But it wasn't just him. It was Gravenberg as well. It was the pair of them. They're desperate to get on the ball, desperate to win it back. But what an opportunity that was for Conor Bradley. Lovely little ball through to him from Ekitike. I'm just thinking, where's the man wanting the tap-in? Where's that pass across the 6-yard box just for a tap-in? They're all watching Conor Bradley. Good save from Sommer though. Credit to the goalkeeper. A smart save.
Well, you certainly can't fault the effort from these Liverpool players. You might just have heard cries of Liverpool, Liverpool from the strong travelling support high up in the gods away towards our right. Because Szoboszlai now with this free kick midway through the inter-half. 9 minutes of normal time remaining. They've got 2 in the wall. The rest of the blue shirts are lined up on the edge of the penalty area. Liverpool play from left to right. It's over 30 yards out from goal. Curtis Jones just wanders as the ball is played short. Florian Wirtz with a shot. Goes through a crowd of players and the referee eventually signals that it will be a goal kick, as there is going to be a triple change for Inter. Whilst that happens, we'll go to Charlton and James Gregg.
It's finished here, Ian. Charlton 1, Middlesbrough 2. Charlton were better in the second half, but it's 5 straight defeats now for the Addicks. It was first half thunderbolts from Riley McGree and then top scorer Morgan Whittaker. They were the difference for Borough. And this win, they tighten things up, don't they, at the top a tad. 5 points now is the deficit behind Coventry. Kim Hellberg's side with 3 straight victories. They look very good tonight. Full time, Charlton 1, Middlesbrough 2.
And there's been a late goal at Broadhall Way. Angus Patterson.
5 minutes to go, Stevenage 0, Cardiff City 1. The league leaders take the lead through Alex Robertson. Powerful strike with his right foot from the edge of the area, and Stevenage resistance finally broken. Stevenage 0, Cardiff City 1.
So that triple change was Anjuan Boni, French forward, coming on for Marcus Thuram. Carlos Augusto, who's a 26-year-old Brazilian. He replaces DeMarco on the left wing back. And then the other change was in the midfield. Mkhitaryan was the player who came off for Petar Sucic, who's a 22-year-old Croatian that they signed in the summer from Dinamo Zagreb. Signed a 5-year deal. So the Croatian international comes on. So that is the final substitutions that have been made by Christian Kivu, the Inter coach. And we have 7 minutes remaining. I would have been majorly surprised had Mkhitaryan lasted the full 90. He might not have lasted 83 minutes had not it been for those 2 enforced substitutions that Inter were making in the first half. 5 Live and Radio Merseyside here, and we maybe could be witnessing the first goalless draw for Arne Slot as Liverpool manager. It would see Liverpool extend their unbeaten run for a mini revival, I guess, to 4 after those 3 successive. Well, it would be that little bit of a blip. Unbeaten in 4. There's Bradley, quick to win that ball back. Bradley inside, Ekitike with a turn. Wirtz with his back to goal, throws himself to the floor in a theatrical manner. Got to say that was never a touch there by Wirtz. And Inter able to clear. Canate gives a little punch from behind on Martinez. The referee gives a throw to Liverpool.
How's he got away with that? And what is Wirtz doing? I mean, that is shocking from Florian Wirtz. He just throws himself to the ground. But Canate there shoves Martinez into the hoarding boards. It was so clear, so obvious. I'm thinking, how's the referee not seen that? Hand in the back, right on the number, or the 0 of the 10 on his shirt. was a great opportunity there for Liverpool to do better as they went forward. Opportunity for TK to spin in the box and get a shot at goal.
By the way, they are checking. The shirt was pulled by Wirtz. They are checking for a potential penalty here.
Well, I don't think it's a penalty. I think if he gives this, I think it's a poor decision. There was a slight pull on the shirt, but it's not enough for him to go down in the theatrical manner that he did. I think we call it in the Premier League fleeting.
Yeah, it wasn't a sustained hold of the shirt, was it? And there's no way that... I mean, Wirtz has certainly made the most of it from Bastoni. He did get a good grip of the back of the shirt.
Listen, I'd love Liverpool to get a penalty here, but for the game, absolutely not. You cannot give penalties for things like this.
Oh, hold on.
My word.
This could be given, you know, because Thorin Stokes, the VAR official, has told Felix Vaya he's been instructed to come to the monitor. So clearly the VAR official thinks this should be a penalty for Liverpool.
Well, I'm very surprised. I mean, cheers of Liverpool going up at the far end because they're thinking there's an opportunity here for a penalty to be given. Bastoni has got hold of his shirt, but he's it's never enough to take him down to the ground. He actually releases the shirt and then Wirtz then drops to the ground. It looks like he could give this. He's back on the pitch now, Deno. We're just about to find out.
So now Felix Vaya comes forward. He has a word, first of all, with Lautaro Martinez. He also has a word with Virgil van Dijk. So the German official is giving his thoughts, first of all, to the two captains. Virgil van Dijk applauds. The penalty has been awarded. Bastoni will get shown a yellow card. And Liverpool, with some 4 minutes remaining, have been awarded a spot kick.
Well, I'm shocked. I have to say it. I am shocked. I'm not so sure that warrants a penalty at all. I think Liverpool have got away with one there. I feel for Bastoni because, yes, there's a slight tug on the shirt, but it's not enough to warrant the theatrical response from Florian Wirtz to go down in the manner that he does.
Szoboszlai has the ball in his hands. Of course, Mo Salah would normally be taking a Liverpool penalty as Jan Sommer tries to put off Szoboszlai. We have 3 minutes of normal time remaining. Late drama in San Siro. Salah would normally take a spot kick for Liverpool. In his absence, it rests on the shoulders of Szoboszlai. It's going to be a short run-up. A cacophony of whistles inside San Siro. Szoboszlai runs up and scores to silence the crowd in San Siro. Apart from the celebrating Liverpool supporters, it's a real lift for Liverpool after a challenging few days. Szoboszlai from the spot. 1-0 Liverpool.
He had to concentrate. He had to do everything to relax himself, to make sure that he focused on the ball and focused on where he was going to take the penalty. Sommer in the Inter goal, he's dancing about, he's clapping his hands, he's trying to make himself an imposing figure, but he was never going to stop that penalty from Dominik Szoboszlai. Puts his laces through it, puts it to the left-hand side, puts it high enough above the dive for Sommer. It's a quite brilliant penalty kick from Dominik Szoboszlai. Liverpool get themselves in front.
He's had an excellent season, he really has. He's now been involved in 6 goals in the Champions League. It's his 3rd goal. He's also had 3 assists. And the Liverpool fans are dancing high up in the end away towards our right-hand side. Birmingham City have got an injury time equaliser. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Birmingham City 1 in the Championship. And Inter now do not have much time to recover from that potential knockout blow here. Full time at Tottenham, John Southall.
3 Slavia Prague 0, 1 up at half time. 5 minutes into the second half, it was 2. Mohamed Kudus with the penalty. Stanek then denied Odebertel twice and He was terrific. Xavi Simons wrapped it up again from the spot. Slavia missed some chances, but Tottenham up to 9th in the table and back-to-back wins for the first time since mid-September. Tottenham 3, Slavia Prague 0.
Yeah, they slip out of the top 8 because Liverpool now are into the top 8 with the 1-0 lead that they have here in Milan. And we're inside the last 60 seconds of normal time. We'll find out how much added time there will be very, very, very soon. As Zelensky, right-hand side of the penalty area. Zelensky looking to try and weave a ball through. Martinez. Szoboszlai back there again. Got to say, he has been outstanding tonight for Liverpool. Szoboszlai carries the ball forward. Verts now towards McAllister. Break is on for Liverpool as they come forward. Here is Szoboszlai. Out towards Bradley. And then Liverpool play the ball back towards the halfway line. Full time in the Women's Champions League. Sahel Sahi.
Arsenal won 20-0. Arsenal on top from start to finish. Beth Mead with the only goal after 10 minutes. They went close on countless occasions in the second half, and now they're only a point away from the top four. Full time, Arsenal won 20-0.
Ekitike tried to get a shot away, blocked by Akanji. Bonny was trying to get there before Konate. Konate was too strong for the young French forward. Back it goes to Alisson. Liverpool still lead by a goal to nil. And there will be 6 minutes of additional time here in San Siro. Liverpool leading by a goal to nil as the ball will go out for an into-goal kick. Full time in Bergamo, Alistair Bruce ball.
Chelsea beaten in Bergamo could be a costly one for them in terms of trying to secure a top 8 finish and an automatic place in that last 16. They led 1-0 at half-time. Soft defending let them down in the second half when they came under pressure. They nearly grabbed an equaliser with the last kick of the game as João Pedro volley saved by the keeper. They've lost. Atalanta 2, Chelsea 1.
They've dropped 3 places as a result. They now lie in 10th in the Champions League phase. Liverpool fans making all the noise. The first of 6 minutes tick by here. Here is Akanji. Back now to Barella. Barella towards Bastoni. The defender who was penalised for that penalty. Get the thoughts, I'm sure, of Stephen Warnock and Andros Townsend in greater detail as McAllister has gone down and he's just put the ball out of play for a throw. He's suffering with hamstring. Full time at Broadhall Way in League One. Angus Patterson.
Stevenage 0, Cardiff 1. It was best attack versus best defence in the league, and it looked as if they were going to cancel each other out for a 0-0. But substitute Callum Robinson's late strike with 5 minutes remaining sends Cardiff 4 points clear at the top of League One as they look to go back to the Championship for the first time of asking. Stevenage dropped to 6th. Stevenage 0, Cardiff 1.
Yeah, 4 points clear of Bradford. Their game at bottom of the table, Port Vale, postponed due to a waterlogged pitch. Lincoln are also on 34 points after a 3-1 home win against Barnsley. BBC Sport website will have all of the full-time results for you. And don't forget as well that we are available for the BBC Sport 5 Live final score on the iPlayer tonight. You can see the video print as the goals come in for yourselves. We're in stoppage time here. You'll never walk alone. Rings around from the Liverpool supporters high up towards our right. Inter, who failed to score only once all season. What was Tancredi Palmieri saying at the start, that they haven't delivered in the big games this season, as Martinez looks for it to get a shot away, comes back towards Martinez, who rolls it left-footed wide, took the deflection on its way through, corner kick.
Yeah, well, Konate didn't know where the ball was because of the spin on the ball and the way Martinez turned. He got helped out by Virgil van Dijk, who did get close enough. Got a defender corner here, Liverpool.
They conceded late against Leeds at the weekend. In comes the corner kick, and that is well claimed by Alisson. Commanding take with both hands around head height. Holds onto the ball. Robertson has gone scampering away on the far side. Stephen says what a kick it was. Robertson just couldn't bring it out of the air. Into throw midway through their own half.
Yeah, it doesn't matter though. They're 70 yards up the pitch now and organised, and Inter now have got to find a way through. A stubborn, organised Liverpool team.
Well, they have kept 7 clean sheets in their last 14 matches in European competition, but only 2 in their last 9. But this would be a most welcome one, and a most welcome 3 points after what has been a turbulent last few days for Liverpool Football Club and the fallout of that spat and Mo Salah. But they've controlled the game for large parts. You can certainly see the unity for those who are playing on the pitch as well. They've stepped up. They lead by a goal to nil. They had that goal in the first half, disallowed as well, remember. Here now is Sucic, the young Croatian international. Comes forward to the edge of the area, runs into the box, shows too much to Bradley. Bradley was caught. Bradley goes to ground. Stays down as well. Gets a hearty slap on the back as well from Szoboszlai.
Yeah, he's going to milk it. He's going to stay down. He's going to eat away at the clock as long as he can, as long as the referee will allow him to. Alisson will take his time. The referee now has whistled, signalled, get on with it, get up. Conor Bradley does that, gets back to his line and hope that the Milan players put it out for another throw-in. Just needs a little bit more time up from the clock.
I would imagine this could go down as one of the most satisfying wins for Arne Slot, given everything that's happened in recent days. This is, remember, an Inter side who haven't lost at home in the Champions League since September 2022. An 18-match unbeaten run could be coming to an end in this competition as the decision goes against Sucic. It'll be a Liverpool throw, and we have only 60 more seconds remaining. Stephen Warnock.
Just stay composed, stay organised, just make sure that you keep men behind the ball. Nothing silly now from a Liverpool point of view.
Bastoni heads it forward. Gravenberg forcefully heads it away. Brought under control by Sucic to Lautaro Martinez. Tries to thread it through. Blocked. He looked for the run of Barella. Liverpool, though, no way through. McAllister to Wirtz. Szoboszlai's continued his run on this near side. Has to hold his run as Wirtz runs forward. Now towards Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai will hold on to it. Just keeps the ball for Liverpool. Back inside towards Wirtz. Wirtz right corner of the area. Tries to win it back after Liverpool lose it. By my watch, we're 10 seconds away. McAllister goes into the challenge. They really have worked so hard, haven't they, and kept their shape well.
It's been superb. It really has, from start to finish. Been very, very impressed tonight with the Liverpool's performance.
If we're unable to bring you the reaction live from San Siro tonight, it will be on the 5 Live Football Daily Pod. You'll be able to download that in the morning from your usual outlets. We are on air till 10:30. Curtis Jones just pulled back on the halfway line. That'll be a Liverpool free kick. And by my watch, the 6 minutes have gone. But the ball is played through to Ekitike and the flag stays down. Ekitike, though, hangs on to the ball. Liverpool, who will fly back tomorrow, they will certainly be very, very content. And there is indeed the final whistle. After a turbulent few days, it is a significant win for Liverpool. They have overcome the challenge of Inter. They have ended their long, unbeaten run here in San Siro, which has lasted over 3 years. No Mo Salah, but Liverpool's players have stepped up and they have delivered. They've beaten Inter by a goal to nil.
Really impressive performance from Liverpool. The organisation, the commitment from the players, how organised they were. There was a real togetherness about the team. Did they deserve to get the penalty? Probably not. They were a little bit fortuitous with that. I didn't think it was a penalty, but Liverpool fans won't care tonight. They